Thank you for your interest in the Critter Depot. We sell hundreds of thousands of live feeder insects every week, and today we're going to show you what it's like to receive Discoid roaches in the mail. Now, many of you reptile owners might be more familiar with dubia roaches, but these are not dubias. These are Discoid roaches. They're very similar to dubias and offer almost the exact same nutritional value. However, one key difference is that Discoid roaches are legal in Florida. So if you are a Florida resident, these are great feeder insects and they are high in protein. They offer a great amount of calcium compared to crickets and superworms, and they have a low amount of chitin. And as you know, chitin is that hard, fibrous exoskeleton that's on mealworms and older crickets. Chitin is very difficult for bearded dragons to digest, so having less chitin is a great feature. So here's a box of 25 Discoid roaches. They come in a screened box, as you can see here. Allows plenty of ventilation. And although this box says crickets on it, they're actually Discoid roaches inside. They are packaged with egg crates because Discoid roaches love hiding. Now, before you open this box, it is recommended to have your Discoid habitat prepared. And the easiest way to prepare your Discoid habitat is by using a 5-gallon bucket. I love 5-gallon buckets because I have an abundance of them. They are great for carrying tools and compost, and they're also great for creating temporary insect homes. And what makes these great for Discoid roaches are the smooth walls. Discoid roaches cannot climb these smooth walls, which means that it's not necessary to put a screen over top of them. This is deep enough that they won't be able to climb out, and it'll be a perfect temporary habitat until you feed them all to your pet. So what I'm going to do is unbox these Discoid roaches and dump them into this 5-gallon bucket. So here's the unboxing. Proper cautioning all around. So these are the egg crates that we package them in. And there are the Discoid roaches. So there they go. These are the Discoid roaches. Right now they're trying to find some type of shelter. They're not going to climb out of here. They're not going to fly out of here because they cannot climb or fly. So the habitat requirements. The first thing you'll notice is that they do not need a substrate. Superworms and black soldier fly larvae, they both need substrate. They like to crawl through it and they actually eat the substrate. These guys do not need a substrate. And they're not like crickets because crickets have a bad odor, so we actually recommend either vermiculite or peat moss for a substrate for crickets. But Discoid roaches, they don't have an odor. Their poop doesn't have an odor, so you don't really have to worry about any type of odor. And something else, they're also nocturnal, so which means they don't like light. So something they do need are places to hide. So just as we had them in the packaging with these egg crates, we're going to want to take these egg crates that were in the package and place them back inside. Oh. So these egg crates, very popular. Everyone understands why I use egg crates. They provide plenty of places to hide, plenty of nooks and crannies, and they're cheap and easy to find. And we also provide them for free with the packaging. So the next thing you'll want to do is provide fresh food and hydration. Potatoes, apples, lettuce, that's all a great source of both food and hydration. You can also get away with oranges, and I've actually heard a lot of positive things about oranges, but the downside of using oranges is when you gut load your discoid roaches, oranges are not a good thing for leopard geckos and I believe bearded dragons as well. So we're gonna add some fresh vegetation. They're gonna eat this vegetation, and that's where they will get their hydration and their source, their food source. Now you're gonna wanna monitor that food every day. Any fruits or vegetables that they do not finish in a day should be cleaned out of the habitat. Leftover food will attract mold, and mold can kill your entire colony. So if you're crunched on time and you can't check on the food every day, then you can also go with whole grains like oats, wheat, oatmeal, or even bran. That doesn't require as much maintenance, but stuff like that can still attract mold. So something else about discoid roaches, they are a tropical species, which means that they like high temperature and also moderate humidity. The humidity requirements are about 40 to 50% relative humidity. Comparably, that's probably what your home actually is, or your garage. So you really don't need to keep it too close of an eye on the humidity. It's more the temperature that you should be mindful of. Now, what these guys prefer is something between upper 80s, mid 90s. In those temperature ranges, they will actually breed faster, they will eat food faster, and they will also grow faster. So since you're using these for feeder insects, you probably want them to maintain their size throughout the duration of using them. So what that means is, when you don't want to keep your discoid habitat in high temperature areas, find some place that's preferably lower 70s. That'll put them in almost, they'll still be active. They won't go dormant, but they won't grow as quickly. They won't eat as much, and they'll still maintain their nutritional value. So it's definitely something. If you're using them for feeders, just keep them in a lower 70-degree temperature. And as long as you meet those requirements, your discoid roaches will last as long as you need them for your pet. And it's pretty cut and dry how to set up a habitat for your discoid roaches. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment below, and we appreciate your interest, and thank you for watching.